reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well,
ขนาดตัว
AI
ความ
in
สู
their
งแบบ
last time out against the 76ers
ต่างกันมาก
played some superb ball. Just an incredible number of points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long.
เอ้ย
The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys.
เอ้าไม่ลง
Believe
โอ้
that
โห
performance.
อุตส่าห์สวยแล้วเนี่ย
To see. He showed everybody just how special
Oh.
he is when he is on.
เมื่อกี้สวยแล้วนะ
Greg, something really stoked his
เซ็ง
fire.
เลยอ่ะ
Man, there was no
ไม่ลง
holding him back, and when the player is that locked in,
เอ้ย
you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
And here is
สกีด
Knight
สกีด
following Evan Fournier's three. Here's Banks.
โอ้โหโดนบล็อก
Moskov with the
โอ้
ball.
7-1
Moskov
plus wingspan. Moskov can send your shot
ฝั่งเขาแม่งมีแต่ตัวสูงๆอ่ะ
in a
เซน
hurry.
เตอร์โบกัสก็สูงนะฮะมอสกอฟก็สูงแถมดีเฟนส์ดีนะฮะโบกัสกับ
And
มอ
we're
ส
a
กอฟ
little
เนี่ย
over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action.
Well, it
ไม่
looks
ลง
like
อีก
he's cooled down
สาม
a bit
แต้ม
after
ฮะ
hitting those two in the first quarter.
That shot misses.
No other way to put it. Just a
โอ้โห
poor shooting performance
มอ
for
สกอ
him.
ฟ
But luckily,
เอาละครับ
his teammates have
41
picked
ต่อ
up the slack.
30 นะฮะ
Really easy to appreciate Isaac, Kevin. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to
Oh.
share the sugar.
The shot's good
Nance.
from Nance.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's
ก็
paid
ดี
off.
อย่างนั้นก็ได้แอสซิสต์นะครับ
And
จะ
here's
ทำแต้ม
Grant.
เพิ่มไป
He'll
ได้
bring it up
ก็
for
ตาม
Orlando. It's a
โอ้โห
13-point
แต่ว่าผม
game.
ชูห่วยมากเลย
Cavaliers beat
จำ
them
ไม่ได้
last
ตัวเอง
time
เล่
when
นไป
these two teams met
ห่วยแค่ไหน
in
นะ
Cleveland.
And you know what? They were
Quarter
giving
ที่
away
แล้ว
points, missing at the line, a big factor in the outcome.
Ditto that. When you give up this many points at the
โอ้โห
line, makes it a lot
เอาไว้
easier for the opposition.
นี่บล็อกได้ เอ้ยบล็อกได้ครับ
And here's
บล็อกได้
Clarkson. He's
คลาร์ก
got
สัน
six.
ว่างเอ้ย
Knight
ไม่ใช่ไนท์
wide open, nailed from three-point land.
คลาร์กสันส่งให้เรานะฮะ
Knight's
เรา
got
ส่ง
himself
ให้
on
ไน
the
ท์ต่อ
board with three
ไน
there.
ท์นี่เป็นตัวสำรอง
And
ปะ
look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually, have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how
Five
about
break
the fact
points,
defensively,
jet block
they're
sound,
getting to that
man.
backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And really,
อะไรอะเปลี่ยนกูออกทำไมกูก็ออกจะเล่นดีนะกูทำแอสซิสต์ไป10แล้วนะ
Left side Banks. High post Henson. Clarkson against Fournier.
เอ้าเฮ้ย
Isaac
โอ้
with the
โห
steal.
เอ้าวิ่งไม่ทันด้วย
Grant gets a wide open look. It's rebounded by
โอ้โห
Cleveland.
โชคดีมันชูดห่วยคลาร์กสัน
Here's Clarkson. 11-point game his last outing. Banks
เรียบร้อย
passes to Henson.
แทน
And
สัน
John Henson with the slam.
เฮนสัน
He's deep inside like that. He's looking to
ดัง
jam
อัด
it
หน้า
down.
ไปเลย
An
เยี่ยมมาก
efficient scorer, John Henson.
The Magic trailed by 19.
จอห์นเฮนสันเอาฮะ
Fournier with the ball. Passes it
เฮ้ย
to Isaac.
เรียบร้อยแน่ๆไม่ลง
And
ว่ะ
just miss after miss right now. And now here's Banks, the fast break opportunity.
Hey.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers
ได้
able
เฉ
to
ย
retain possession here. And as we march through the end of March, a chance now to look through the power rankings. Look at the Trailblazers. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
and right now, Cleveland, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch.
อ้าว
Few
ไม่
people
ส่งให้เฮน
thought
สันวะเมื่อ
they
กี้
could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
Now here's Banks. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Clock at 4.
เรียบร้อยเข้าไปเลยอัพเลยดีกว่า
Banks has got 17.
ทำแต้มบ้างนะ
Not
ฮะ
hard to see why they are giving up
เพื่อ
points
ให้
on this
ค่า
run. Just too many good
ฟิลโก
looks
เราขึ้นนะ
from
FG
any
เปอร์เซ็นต์
quarter.
นะตอนนี้
And
41 เอ
here
ง
in Orlando, the Magic are the only pro team in
ดูแล้ว
town. You can tell that
ห่วย
the
มากเลย
fans want to win or bad.
Well, they show up consistently, even through the tough and lean times, and they've come close a few times in the history of this franchise, but have never quite gotten over that hump. They've had some stars and elite teams in the past, but the long-term success just hasn't been sustained.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Nancy's checked in for Thompson.
บล็อก
And
ไม่
right
ทั
there is
น
the list of rookie assist leaders for the last 10 games. It's been all about team play for this group lately. You look at AI, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And of course, Colin Sexton, a little bit down
ลง
the
ไว้น่ะ
ladder.
ไม่ลงเว้ย
Good passing is such a vital element to winning basketball, and you really
ฟิว
have
โก
to
กู
think
ยิงน้อยอ
their
ยู่
teams
เนี่ย
are pleased with the way they're playing right now.
Yeah, you know, most rookies lack that kind of court vision. These guys see the court, the parking lot, the club, where they're going to be partying
มัน
afterwards.
จะสูงเลยนักหนาวะ
Unbelievable panoramic vision.
เห็นใจตัวกูด้วย
Now, here's Isaac. He's got 13. Nance with the rebound.
And another miss. Whew, he's having a really ugly game.
เฮ้ย เห็นสัน
About as ugly as
จั
you
ด
can
ไป
have, you're right.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Yeah, that was a sweet pass right there, setting up his
เห็นสันก็
teammate
อยู่ถูก
nicely.
ที่ถูกเวลา
That's really how you move the rock.
หลายรอบแล้ว
Share
นะ
that sugar, man. Share it.
And that one's good. Marjanovic.
He's making it look easy scoring out there
สูง
because
มาก
he's
อะ
much more efficient
ที
here
ม
in
นี้
the
แม่ง
second.
เน้นสูงจริงว่ะ
It's Banks with the drive.
เฮ้ย
Shoots over Isaac from 6 feet.
ออกไป ไม่ลง
No good that time. Nice D from Fournier.
กันไว้กันไว้
Over in the corner, Isaac.
โอ้
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
โอ้โห
About
ยังไม่ได้พักเลย
7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
คลักสัน
Clarkson finds Henson. And here is Banks. There's the pass to Nance.
แนนซ์
Oh,
ลง
that
ด้วย
one had the right spin on it,
ดีมาก
and it is good. Nance has got 8 points.
And how about the job Nance has done to try to make himself into a more consistent offensive threat?
The shot's
Oh.
good from Fournier. Now Banks from past the arc. And he
ไม่
got
ลง
that
โอ้
one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with an 18-point lead as the quarter cup. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Magic trail by 18. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Grant is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. It's
เฮ้ย
Fournier on the
โอ้โห
wing, and the 3 off target. And it's Love with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Cleveland moving it around.
เรียบร้อย
He gets it in there. Thompson's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Cavs.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
อย่า
Now here's Gordon. Here's Fournier. Cavaliers with the
Good job.
rebound. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Just a solid performance
Good
on
right.
the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's
เมื่อกี้ทำไม
actually
กูไม่อยู่โลส
sizing
เต็ป
up,
ขึ้นเลยวะ
shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And how about the explosiveness of Sexton, a crafty floor general who is consistent in how hard he attacks the defense.
เออ นี่คือฟาวล์กี่
Now
ครั้งแล้ว
here's Fournier. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Grant with the ball.
โอ้โห เสียงอื้อหือ
Now by Sexton. Great open look there. And that's now 9 points for Aaron Gordon.
I think this is an area that Gordon has really improved. Now a legitimate threat from outside the arc.
เออ
The shot's good from Banks.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree
Glad-
with you.
glad-
I don't
glad.
think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have. Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense because when
สาม
he's missing,
เรียบร้อย
it
โอ้โห
makes
ไม่
it
วะ
really hard for this team.
And
Oh, wow,
Thompson
wow.
kicks to Banks. Back to Thompson.
Oh.
Fournier against Banks. Fires the
3
three.
อีกรอบนึง
And
ไม่ได้
it's
อีก
Orlando
โอ้
with
โห
the
เลยวะ
rebound. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And even though Vucevic can get you a good amount of blocks and steals, Clark, in a season, most would agree his defense isn't a strong point.
No, it's not, but it's not a liability either, Kevin.
กูจัดได้สักลูกไหมเนี่ย3 แต้มเลยเฮ้ย
He's not super athletic and doesn't protect the rim in a shot blocking fashion, but he knows how to use his body to position himself well defensively.
Now Grant, after the missed 3 from Banks. The Magic again can't hit.
And they've got a big lead, not just on
That
the
by
scoreboard, but
Sexton.
really in the rebounding numbers as
นั่นแหละ
well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Cleveland shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
โอ้โห
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now
ยิง
a
ไป
timeout
24ลง
called
แค่
by Orlando. Clark, when you played some tremendous talent at the forward position.
เป็นฟิล
Go
โก
back
ที่
in your
น่า
Rolodex,
อนาถ
who was
มาก
the
นะฮะ
toughest matchup for you?
Well, I look at some of the names of guys that I played against. Mark Aguirre, Larry Bird, obviously Kevin McHale in Boston. Calvin Nat was terrific with Portland at the time. Marcus Johnson in Milwaukee. Bernard King in New York probably was the toughest guy I had to deal with because he was such an animal and beast as a scorer and was relentless in his movement without the ball. He was probably the hardest guy I had to check.
Some great names there.
Yeah, big-time scores at that forward position.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
เรียบร้อยไม่ได้โอ้โหเอ้ยแต่ว่ารีบาวด์ได้
It's gonna be out of
อ้าว
bounds. The Magic will take it.
แล้วไม่
And
ไม่
here's
เก็บ
what
ลู
the
กเลยวะ
Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll go up
แมต
against
ช์หน้าเจอกับ
Kristaps Porzingis
Dallas
and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
The Magic shooting their 5th and
Nikola
6th free throws of the
Vucevic.
game.
Oh, you look at the wingspan of Vucevic, and it covers a lot of territory. Not many defenders
3 เรียบ
catch
ร้
up
อย
to his release.
กว่าจะลงนะฮะ
His mere presence on
ชุดไปโคตรเยอะ
defense is disruptive. And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range.
ที่ฟิลโกต่ำก็
He
เพราะ
did
มัว
that
แต่
to a degree in the
ชุด
first
3 แต้ม
half,
นี่แหละ
and he's doing it now.
อ้าวสติลได้เว้ย
And here we go. AI heading to the hoop. And AI throws it down.
จัดไป
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a
Okay,
case.
man,
It
okay,
looked like
man.
Greg Anthony right there. But
Giờ để cho luôn,
it
cho luôn,
was really a
cho luôn.
case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember GA as an irritant.
wrong
This
again.
guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Ken Burge is checked in for Orlando. Carter Williams comes in for Grant. And Cleveland with a change here too. Knights checked in.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
จะเรียก
Sometimes
เว
it
ลานอก
just takes
ทำไม
an opportunity in the NBA, and Aaron Gordon has made the most of it. Since taking over that power forward role full time, he has shown remarkable improvement. Plays with more confidence and aggression on offense and has transformed himself as a player.
Ante Zizic is checked in for the Cavaliers.
เอ้าเรื่องมา
Oh, here's
ทางเดียวกู
Sexton. Carter Williams covering. Zizic passes to Banks. And AI throws it down.
ขึ้นไปดัง
He's
เลย
really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And for Gordon, in his first full season as a starter, he instantly became a star in the league.
And when he was taken 4th overall, this was the type of player the team was hoping he'd become. His outside shot has improved by leaps and bounds and always plays with speed and athleticism. And now I think he's got a much more fully rounded game, which makes him dangerous.
3
Moskov, he's
Oh,
checked
whoa.
in for Vucevic. And so it's Carter Williams. He'll bring up the ball for the Magic. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the
Риеброй.
second of 5 straight played at home. Buries the long-range jumper.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Now here's Banks. 28 points for him.
เฮ้ย
Love kicks to Sexton. Pass to Knight. Now Sexton. He's guarded by Fournier. Just 5 on the clock. Knight for 3. Hits it.
เรียบร้อย
from
3 แต้ม
three-point
ดีมาก
range. Knight's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Anything you can do, I can do better. We got a little gamesmanship going on.
Yeah, a little mano-mano, back and forth, guys going at each other, giving this game a little bit of edge and personality. I like it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Now here's Gordon after the miss from Banks.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit
3 แต้ม
advantage on the scoreboard.
เฮ้ย
They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And, you know, over time, Gordon's offensive game has evolved. I mean, he's capable
ส่
of
งมา
getting it going from anywhere
ของ
now.
ขึ้นหน้าแล้วเนี่ย
Sexton the pass to
ของขึ้น
Banks.
แล้ว
Kicks it to Love. And
เออ
another assist.
จัดแอสซิสต์ให้กูก็
That
ได้
makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Outside Fournier. Pass to Gordon. Back to Fournier. And there's a whistle. It's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That's his first foul.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
And Orlando making a change here. Grant's checked in. And then for Cleveland, Nancy's checked in for Love. And it's Clarkson in for Brandon Knight. Zizic kicks to Banks.
3
Good on
เรี
the
ยบร้อย
three-point shot. Banks has got 14 points here in the second half.
He's been turned up this quarter, showing a lot of confidence and sinking a lot of his shots.
To the paint. And it's Gordon missing.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's
เรียบ
been the
ร้อ
story
ย
with
แอ
him.
สซิสต์
Basket good.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Grant following the basket by Colin Sexton. With some arc. No good
บล็อก
from
ได้หัว
Grant.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the
3
defender to
เรียบ
recover
ร้อย
and contest that shot.
Great idea to pull up and
โล่ง
take
ๆ
the
ต้องส่องให้
transition
ลง
three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
And here's Fournier after the three-pointer from Banks.
เกือบ
Gordon finds Mozgov. Grant outside. A floater, and the
โอ้โห
layup is up
ปล่อย
and
ได้
in.
ไงวะเนี่ย
Splendid release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now here's Nance. 8 points for him. Back to Banks. He kicks to Nance. Baseline J on the way.
Oh,
Unable
ไม่ลง
to get that one. And Orlando the other way now. Grant surveying the D. Ball's knocked
Oh,
loose.
ดีมาก
And stolen by Sexton.
เซ็กซ์ตัน
Banks against Gordon. Banks passes to Nance. Let's go. Fader on the way.
เรียบร้อ
And it's
ย
AI with the bucket inside. Banks has got 36. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Clarkson.
3 ไม่ลง
Corners off the mark. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. lets it go from 14.
โอ้โหลงด้วย
And that one drops. And that's now 19 points for Evan Fournier.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love
Hey.
his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
A chance to check out AI here. This last month has been positively spectacular. First in scoring, first in assists, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now.
3 แต้ม
one's been able to
เรียบ
slow
ร้
him
อย
down or even come close.
He's been turned up this quarter, showing a lot of confidence
ได้แล้ว
and
เว้ย
sinking a lot of his shots.
And Jordan
Ow.
Clarkson is going to pick up the foul.
โอ้โห
That's his first foul.
ทำฟาว
Orlando
เขาเลย
making
กู
some
เนี่ย
changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Mozgov. Marjanovic subbed in for Ken Burge. Henson's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Sexton. Now here's Bogut. No points in the game yet for him. The shot's good from Fournier.
And not being as aggressive
ส่งดู
from
วะ
the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first
เรา
half.
ต้องแต้ม
Banks dishes to Henson. And
Yeah.
another assist.
เก็บแอสซิสต์
The
ด้วยนะ
chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel.
Oh.
Actively
Hey.
seeking out
Oh.
his teammate.
And Gordon's eyebrows go up when he
เผลอไม่
sees
ได้
an
เลยว่ะ
opportunity to drop the hammer. This guy is a phenomenal athlete who throws it down with some major force.
Now here's Nance. He's got 8. That one misses.
And that's solid defense, rock solid, contesting without
Yeah.
fouling. Well done.
And it's Gordon missing. Cleveland controlling the game. Down low.
โอ้โห
Stolen by
ส่งพลาด
Bogut.
อีกแล้ว
And now
โอ้
Orlando
เทอร์โน
on
เวอ
the
ร์ครั้งแรก
break.
เลย
A floater with the putback.
Oh,
Rebound
good
by
eye, boy.
Nance. Well, Cleveland shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Now 8 seconds separating the two
3 แต้ม
clubs.
ไม่ลง
Banks, no good.
อะไรวะ
Orlando's got more than a
มันช้า
50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Offensive rebound.
อ้าว บล็อก
It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Now here is Dellavedova. Shoots it up. And Thompson kicks to Banks. Shoots the 3. He
เรียบ
got it
ร้อย
again. Sensational.
And with 40 points for him, his climb towards history continues.
GA, it seems like every time he takes the floor, it's a step closer to the record for most 40-point games in a season.
And historians might have guessed that the most
ถือว่า
40-point games
Orlando
in a year was
เขา
from Wilt
น่า
Chamberlain's
จะมีสแตท
incredible
ดีเฟนซ์สูง
1962
มาก
campaign.
ช็อตแบบดีเฟ
It
น
will
ซ์
be hard to match
เพราะว่าชูด
63
3 แต้ม
games
ไม่
of
ค่อยได้
40
แต่
or
ชูด
more,
แบบคอน
but
แทค
this young fella just might do it.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers having no problems at all. Up. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
นั่นแหละสปอยล์กู
And
ไป
as
เนี่ย
we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from
Takeover
the
เลยยัง
first
ไม่หม
three
ดนะฮะ
quarters. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. AI is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then it's John Henson. And it's Stauskas in at the small forward position.
เอ้ย
Thompson misses. And here's Martin.
อย่าทอมสันอย่าไปล้วงมัน
Inside, here's Bogut. And Bogut slams it in.
ป้องกันอะไรของ
Stay
กูวะเนี่ย
forceful finish there. Bogut has that natural power.
Thompson outside. In the corner, it's AI. Back to Thompson. Passes it to Banks.
Sam.
Trey. Rebounded by Bogut.
โอ้
Bogut's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's a 1-2. And it's good from the elbow.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Banks passes to Henson.
ที่เมื่อกี้ขึ้น
Back
เอง
to
อะกลัว
Banks.
มีโฟกัสอยู่นี่น่ากลัว
Bogut against Thompson. 5 to shoot. Dellavedova dishes to Banks.
ไม่ลงอีก
Once
แล้ว
again off the mark by Cleveland. The Magic shooting well. They're at 45%. Down low, here's Martin. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Banks.
กระตุก
Off target from
He
three-point
got the
range. The Magic have gotten all
ไม่ลง
their
เลย
shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
เอ้า
It's
ไม่ส่งให้
deflected.
เฮนสัน
And it
วะ
goes out of bounds. Last touch they saved by Martin.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes
ส
just
กีให้
as
กู
good
หน่อย
as a
เออ
steal.
Jetty Osman, he's checked in for
นั่นแหละ
Cleveland. Clarkson comes in for Matthew Dellavedova.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead.
ฟาวอะไร
As
เนี่ย
long as they're good shots.
โอ้ย
Bogut against Banks. And Nance kicks tonight. Outside
โอ้โห
Banks.
โบกัสเป็นคนกันกู
And it's off from three-point range.
จะชุดยังไงอยู่เนี่ย
Orlando's gone ice cold from three-point land. 0 of 4
ยัง
since
ต้อง
the
กัน
start
โบ
of
กั
the
สอีก
final quarter.
มึงบ้าแล้ว
Fades back. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
That one good for 2. Banks has got 47 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
ให้กูมากันโบกัสเนี่ยนะ
Cleveland will take possession. Orlando making some changes. A one-deuce checked in.
จริงดิ
And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Vucevic. And so Knight will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Carter-Williams with the bucket.
And for a guard, Carter Williams has a lot of size. I mean, and he uses it well, especially in the post.
Here's Banks. And another one falls. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Well, Orlando shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Mozgov kicks to Carter-Williams. And at the top of the key, Gordon. Here's a one-do. 6 to shoot. Back to Gordon. Takes a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Gordon's got 25 points.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
And Aaron Gordon
Oh,
gets the whistle
foul.
that time. That is his first foul of the game. You know, Clark, when you think about it, all fans really care about is winning, and that's hard to pull off when you're the only star on your team. We see it all over the league.
You know, basketball is not tennis or golf. It's a team game, and one man can't win a championship by himself. I mean, you look at all the championship teams, they were championship teams, not driven by just one star player. And it's a blessing when you can play with other good players, and that's what all good players desire to do at some point in their career.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
Burge kicks to a one-do.
ไม่ได้หรอกครับ นี่บล็อกได้
Banks with the block.
โอ้โห
And
เป็น
got
ไง
it.
ล่ะ
Another basket. He's been
Reverse layup.
absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Orlando's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
เฮ้ยมันเอาบ้าง
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Oh, one dude's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really hard to say enough about how good Carter Williams is at spotting the open man. He's got excellent vision and just a nice feel for what they're trying to get done in their offense.
The pass to Gordon. And they double up Gordon inside.
เอ้ย
Banks
บล็อก
with the
ได้
block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic
Block
will retain
อีกแล้ว
possession.
มาฮอตตอนจะจบเกมนี่นะมาฮอตตอนจะจบเกมเอาละเว้ยเอาละเว้ย
Gordon with no one around. No good on the
แต่
quick
รีบาวไม่
three.
ได้
Cleveland's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on
เอ้า
3-point attempts here in
ชี้
the
ส่ง
fourth.
ติดหัว
Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. On the wing, Gordon. Here's a one-do. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to
สาม
fall.
แต้มไหมอ่ะ
Cleveland moving the ball
Oh,
around. And now
gosh.
slams it in.
Man, it's so good to see how Dellavedova plays to his strengths, guys. I mean, specifically how he finds the open man. Nice.
Carter Williams kicks to Gordon. Now here's Carter Williams. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 5. Trying his luck deep.
ปล่อยออก
And it goes out of bounds.
ว่าแล้ว
And last touch by Carter Williams.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Cleveland.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for
เดี๋ยวอย่าดู
game planning by the coaches, execution by the
ไม่มีใคร
players,
ขึ้น
everything
แบบ
was just on
อัน
target.
นี้เลยไงวะ
And you have to love the effort this team
Even
plays
like
with
go
night
push
in
them.
and night out, win after win this year, and
Ê,
they have earned
อีก
it tonight.
รอบ
Will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight.
they have.
Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equal to 2 wins.
Greg, if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Oh.
I mean, why change anything?
Lord,
Knowing how
Woody.
well they played in those 2 games, they probably couldn't wait for this one to wrap up the sweep of the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for AI.
And, you know, he was really important today. Integral. Taking and making
Okay.
shots time
Ow.
and time again.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. To the inside, a one-do. And he jams it with authority.
กระชากกระชาก
Outstanding passing there by Carter Williams. An excellent ball handler and really good instincts, too.
It's Banks with the drive.
โอ้
Gordon
โห
with the
ไม่ลง
defensive effort.
เวยนเอ้ยปล่อยช้ามากเลยมั้ง
To the middle.
ไม่พอใจถึงจะชนะแต่ผมไม่พอใจในฟอร์มการเล่นตัวเองเลยค้างอีกแล้ว
So we see the Cavaliers
ไม่
taking
พอใจ
the
ใน
win
ฟอร์มการ
here.
เล่นตัวเอง
To
เลยนะ
come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge.
ไม่ได้เรื่องเลยอะรอบนี้ไม่ได้เรื่องจริง แล้วเดี๋ยวรอบหน้าผมจะมาเล่นให้มันเป็นฟูลเกมไปเลยเจอกับดัลลัสนะฮะดัลลัสแมเวอริกโอเควันนี้มันก็มาสั้นๆแล้วกันนะครับเดี๋ยวไว้เจอกันใหม่ครั้งหน้าเนาะวันนี้ก็ลาไปก่อนสวัสดีครับ